Washington, Indian Americans have relatively more conservative views of policies in India, while on issues affecting the US, the diaspora has a more liberal take, according to a survey of the political attitudes of the influential community in this country. Indian Americans comprise slightly more than 1% of the total US population and less than 1% of all registered voters. The survey, a collaboration between the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, Johns Hopkins SAYS, and the University of Pennsylvania, How Do Indian Americans View India? Results from the 2020 Indian American Attitudes Survey, draws on the Indian American Attitudes Survey, IAS. The IAS is a nationally representative online survey of Indian American adults conducted between September 1 and September 20, 2020 in partnership with YouGov. The survey is an overall margin of error of ±2.8%, a media release said on Tuesday. Indian Americans' policy views are more liberal on issues affecting the United States and more conservative on issues affecting India, it said. Regarding contentious issues such as the equal protection of religious minorities, immigration, and affirmative action, Indian Americans hold relatively more conservative views of Indian policies than of US policies, according to the survey results. Indian Americans, in other words, believe that white supremacy is a greater threat to minorities in the United States, a country where they are a minority, than Hindu majoritarianism is to minorities in India, a country where Hindus are in the majority, the report said. 70% of Hindus agree or strongly agree that white supremacy is a threat to minorities in the United States, compared to 79% of non-Hindus. Regarding Hindu majoritarianism in India, however, the data point to a much sharper divide. Only 40% of Hindus agree that Hindu majoritarianism is a threat to minorities, compared to 67% of non-Hindus, it said. Noting that Indian Americans are divided about India's current trajectory, the survey said that respondents are nearly evenly split as to whether India is currently on the right track or headed down the wrong track. On India's top 3 challenges, government corruption, 18%, ranked the highest, followed by the economy, 15%. Foreign policy issues, exemplified by China and terrorism, are found in either the middle or bottom tier of the rankings. Among the Indian Americans, a majority either strongly or somewhat support an All India National Register of Citizens, 55%, and the 2019 Citizenship Amendment Act, 51%, the report highlighted. However, they are more opposed than not to 2 other issues: the use of police force against peaceful protesters, 65% oppose, and government crackdowns on the media, 69% oppose. On the other issue of caste-based affirmative action in higher education admissions, the community is divided, with 47% supporting this measure and 53% opposing it, it said. Indian Americans are the second largest immigrant group in the United States. There are 4.2 million people of Indian origin residing in the United States, according to 2018 data. Meanwhile, the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJ, is the most popular political party among Indian Americans, the survey said. 1/3 of respondents favor the ruling BJ, while just 12% identify with the Congress Party, it said. However, 2 in 5 Indian Americans do not identify with an Indian political party, suggesting an arm's-length relationship to everyday politics in India, it added. Indian Americans hold broadly favorable views of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the survey said. Nearly half of all Indian Americans approve of Modi's performance as Prime Minister. This support is greatest among Republicans, Hindus, people in the engineering profession, those not born in the United States, and those who hail from North and West India, the survey results said. Further, the Indian Americans, who have raised their political profile in the country, are broadly supportive of the US-India relationship, the survey results concluded. A plurality of Indian Americans believe that current levels of US support for India are adequate, while a large majority hold unfavorable opinions of China. However, Indian Americans are divided about US efforts to strengthen India's military as a check against China. Foreign-born Indian Americans and those who identify as Republicans are more supportive of the US efforts to support India militarily than their US-born and democratic counterparts. Authors of the report are Sumitra Badranathan from University of Pennsylvania, Devesh Kapur from Johns Hopkins SAYS, and Milan Vaishnav from Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. According to a union report in January, India has the largest diaspora population in the world, with 18 million people from the country living outside their homeland in 2020. The US and Saudi Arabia host the largest number of migrants from India.